right, we got Chaz here again, or still. Just kind of doing some tidying up in the garage today, getting things put away, creating a bit more space for myself to work. So, of course, I got Christmas and Amazon boxes to go out to recycling this week, and then that'll all clear up that space, and I'll be able to move everything back. Gonna put the engine stand out here as well, probably the backside, put my bench with the bender in front of it. This engine's going to sit on the stand over there, so it'll clear up the space at the bench until I get the rest of the parts back for the bus and my engine parts that are coming in. And then I'll, as soon as the engine parts are in, I'm going to get that out of the way, clean everything up, put it away before I create another dust cloud. But there's a Christmas present from Cameron and puzzle, put it together, and I strapped it to the garage door. Inspiration. Cheers. All right, we're going to mark this panel where it's kind of where these panels are going to join. And the reason for that's going to be to remove it, cut away any of the rusty metal, and make sure I leave myself about an inch in between here. This is going to give me a pretty good indication of where I've got to be. Okay. We're very close here, but we have solid metal, so we're going to be okay. All right, I like the way that fits. Gotta clean this up some more. And should be able to spot weld this in here and from the inside. Clean this piece off. So that's from the outside. We make a new piece that goes on the inside. Cover that cavity, leave that hole open, and then weld this panel in. I think it's looking good. Check some more fitments. Let's see what things are looking. right, first outrigger just tacked in place, but everything lines up. Everything's clamped together. It's nice and tight. The inner valance is clamped in place and in a good spot. And trim the edges, ground the edges clean on what's left of this stub piece. Gonna have to do a little repair there at the end. I didn't want to cut too far, but got a good idea of what needs to happen there. There's a piece that's gonna have to get welded in after the top hat's put in place, and then that repair panel is gonna drop right in there and it's gonna weld in, and that will button things up from back there. But it's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Everything's fitting together real nice, and this should get closed up in the very near future. Cheers. Okay, welcome back everybody. Another day. I started doing a little bit of cleaning up there last night. I didn't video it, but I took and ground down a bunch of the paint on this. Quite a bit of damage in this area, just small dents. It's just kind of a low area. There's little dings everywhere. There's an area that there's a bit of filler on it, obviously. Bit of filler up in this area. They punched some holes in for the filler to be able to hang on to, so I'm gonna have to repair that. And this area, the filler had started to lift. The metal was rusting behind it, or it started to rust and then let the surface filler and paint crack and come off, but it was quite thick, probably close to a 1/4 inch or so. At any rate, we're going to address that. We'll be putting a new panel in at least this area, but I'm looking at this wheel arch, and there's some damage back here, so I cut out this section, see if I could just repair it with a patch in the back corner. But we got some repairs to do to the tub in there, so we're going to clean up this area. And then I've got some pinholes in the edge here and a couple spots where it was brazed, so it's probably had rust there back before it was painted. And this was done prior to my buddy picking this thing up. So we're going to remove this bottom lip. We're going to clean up all the metal on the tub. So we're going to work through, grind out the welds, remove the metal very slowly, clean the tub up. I'm going to rust proof, probably POR the inside of that tub, and we're going to fix the arch, and then we're going to fit a new piece on that. Now this piece has to go in first before the rear corner can be done, or before that center one can be done, because they fit in on top of the lip of it. So we're going to keep on working on this one. I am going to continue strip the paint off of this corner, but I've got to move the vehicle forward, take the bumper off, clean up that corner. So those things are all going to work on while I'm waiting for some of the parts to come in. Got about a week before I'm going to get the pieces I need to fix the tub. So opening this up, make the pieces that I can make, weld those in, get things cleaned up, and have it ready for when the other parts come in. And then we'll be able to start putting this panel in, finish doing the welding in the inner rocker. I haven't ordered an outer rocker for that section, that section yet, but I will order one of those probably on Monday. Today is Saturday, and get all of that welded in, get that piece fitted. I'm gonna have to repair the B post, but we're gonna just keep working on this week on some of the background pieces, this arch, that B post, this C post. Start building all those pieces so they're ready to go, ready to accept the new outer skins. And that's about all I'm going to work on today. So I'll grab a couple of different shots, some time lapses and different things, and stitch all this together maybe tomorrow or the next day, and post that video. I'm trying to do one every week, so we'll go from there. Cheers. right, so wrapping up the end of another week, picking away at things a little bit every day, or times I get, but got the outrigger tacked to the frame inside. I haven't put the jacking point on. The top hat is in place. Don't want to weld that in quite yet. Want to verify a few other things before I commit that stuff to being where it is now. It's fitting pretty nice. It's nice and tight. Everything looks real good. There's a few more things I want to check before I weld any more of that in. The top hat is ready to go, but I'm going to wait on a few things just to verify and confirm it. So right now the inner rocker is just clamped in place. It's come back here and it's at the rear wheel arch. So rear wheel arch, I've got some of the body panel cut away from it. Got to straighten up the line, but it's right now is just to expose it. I did some rust treatment on it. The areas that aren't rusting are just kind of going white, and everything that's going dark is converting the rust. Strip this panel basically from the top down. Got a bit more sanding to do here, but that's original orange, original primer from the factory. So the bottom layers. Got some repairs to do here. This area, not sure what to do with. I'd like to get that. It's quite a low area. It's kind of tin canning a little bit. Same with here, it's a little bit low. So I'd like to be able to shrink that metal a little bit. I'm gonna start doing some of the repairs on the wheel arch tub, building some pieces for in here. The front one, I've got to wait for parts to come in to do it, but we're gonna clean up some of that as well. Going to do some repairs to the C post. Gonna finish building out the B post now that we have things in place. They can't weld in yet, but we'll get them ready. If everything holds true, then those pieces will get welded in. Weld all this in. Once that's done, then I'll start buttoning all this up. So we do have a repair panel for this. Gonna look at maybe some other products. It's a bit thin. I'd like something a little bit thicker. Gonna order a funky green panel for along here, probably in here, or I'll get the whole piece this side. And I know I need one for the other side for sure already as well. And that'll be able to button up all this side. This back corner, we're gonna take a look at a few options. Might get the repair piece for just the bottom section and order that. They're a bit expensive, but we'll see what we have to do. At any rate, thanks very much. Don't forget to hit that like button and comments on it. Help out the algorithm. Appreciate it if you can leave a comment and share any of the content. I'd really appreciate that. And thank you very much. Cheers.